Hey, welcome to the swamp. I'm your host, Swampy T, and today I have a really grim story. It's about Brian Roberto Varela, age 19, from Snohomish County, Washington State. He didn't necessarily kill this girl, Alyssa Noceda, age 18, but what they did, they crushed up some fentanyl and some generic Xanax. It has some really weird name. It's in my notes here. Alprazolam. If anyone out there has actually done alprazolam, hit me up in the comments. Maybe you can hook me up. No, I'm joking. But hit me up in the comments and know if they've helped you, if you've ever snorted them. Because that's exactly what Brian Roberto Varela and Alyssa Noceda did. And after that, he gave her a dab of liquid THC. I don't know if that's like short for wax or shatter or whatnot, but liquid THC I don't think is the technical term. I mean, there's probably like some of that shatter. Anyways, afterwards, she passed out, and not only did she pass out, she started overdosing. And instead of helping her, he started to take lewd pictures of her and send them to his coworkers. He was like, someone texted him, "Is she okay?" And he literally texted back, "No, she's OD and dying, bruh." And then he texted in a group text to his coworkers that he was smashing her and playing video games just to pass the time. People urged him to take her to the hospital. He felt like taking her to the hospital, but in his own testimony, he was like, "I'm too damn tired. I can't be doing that." He works at this Dairy Queen, or did, and I don't know what type of coworkers he had, but every one of those coworkers at Dairy Queen were cool with it. Except for the assistant manager. I'll get to that in a little bit. But fentanyl, man. How many times has fentanyl killed someone? What's the point of fentanyl? Are you fiending for some fentanyl? I don't know, man. Back when I was a kid, we just put a little bit of opium on our blunts. I mean, that was scary enough. You know, you could feel it crawling up your face. But that's when we were kids. Not anymore. Fentanyl, that's some crazy. That's some crazy. Okay, the next day he realizes she's dead. She's gone. He's still smashing her. He's a necrophiliac, folks. It's sickening beyond belief. His roommate was like, "Look, why don't you call the police, do something?" And he's like, "No, that." So he's this all is taking place, like I said, in Snohomish County. That's like Linwood. He lives in Linwood. She's like from Everett or Marshall Lake, something like that. But Everett's the big city there, you know. I've been by Everett, and the Tri-Cities, man. It's trashy as hell. It's riddled with just drugs and ignorance and hillbillies, and it's not like Seattle or Portland or even Spokane. It's not like those. It's rough, folks. It's rough. So, our boy genius here, Brian Roberto Varela, he came up with this ingenious plan to dispose of the body. He was going to fit her into a crate she didn't fit in. So in the process, he broke her legs to make her fit in this crate. He broke a dead girl's legs. You better be on fentanyl, boy. Because if you're not, and you're breaking some dead chick's legs I don't give a what the circumstances. I mean, gee whiz, dude. At that point, like the assistant manager, Dairy Queen, he's getting all these texts. He knows what's up. The assistant manager, not the regular manager, doesn't give two flying F's, but the assistant manager actually sees on the news and reports that Alyssa Noceda has ran away and she's missing. Because here's what Boy Genius did: he hacked her iPhone by using her fingertip to gain access to her Snapchat, which then he acted like he was her and made the announcement that she was running away from home and that's why she won't never be seen again. The assistant manager gets wind of this finally, and he's the one who calls the police. No one else was going to call the police on this dude. I'm putting some pics of this dude in this video so you can see, because this guy looks like a freak. And I'll be honest, this guy kind of even has like the same look as me, like the nose and the weird grins, but we are not the same. I am a Martian. He is a murderer from Mercury. And yeah, Boy Genius here was going to use onions to cover up the smell. That brings a tear to my eye. Just like usually onions do, yeah. So finally the police investigate. He basically admits everything. Like, look, man, I was playing video games. I was too tired to sleep. She overdosed. I've been having sex with her corpse. I did nothing to help prevent her death. I watched her die. I made fun of her dying. I took pictures of her dying. He sent his coworkers pictures with her with first purple lips, and then eventually blue lips. That's how lifeless she became. This is a grim story. And it's really sad too, because she had a troubled past. Her mom had issues. She had issues. Like I said, people in Everett, they're living with these issues. It's a really rundown, rough place. It's almost like some place you would see down south, but it's in Washington State. And here's where we get to the disturbing part of all this. It's disturbing that no one reported it. He had he told the police exactly what was up. He had no problem with any of it. And the sentencing came down, and he was sentenced to 2 years and 10 months. 34 months total. And with the possibility to get out with good behavior, and, every day you do with no incidents, it counts as 3 days. And he didn't even get sentenced to 3 years, but he's probably going to be out by the end of next year, to be honest with you guys. If he makes it that far, he'll probably be in protective custody. At the trial, people are screaming at him, "We'll see you when you get out." Alyssa Noceda's friends and family. I don't know how this man's ever going to, this guy's sick, first of all. I think he should be sentenced to, at least 10 plus years. He might not be responsible for her dying, but he did nothing to help prevent her death. Like, sure, she did the lines on her own, but when you see your friend overdosing, don't just watch them die and have sex with their corpse. That's wrong. So yes, please leave in the comment section below if you would do you think this is a proper sentencing? Would you like to see him actually do more time? And I'm trying to get an interview with him to find out, what's next. What's good, bro? What are you planning on doing? Are you at least going to give the fentanyl up? The second chances like this don't come very often. And I'm just wondering, because I could easily see him doing life in prison. And I don't know if, it's not a case of white privilege. I wish it was, just so I could go nuts. But no, he's a young Hispanic male, and boy, they really dumped my hair, didn't they? But comments, let me know. And let me know, like, what you would have done if your friend was overdosing. Like, would you have called, took her to the hospital, risked, like, maybe getting in trouble for the drugs? I mean, and yeah, Washington State first-time offenders, I guess you can literally get away with rape and murder. Well, 3 years. I guess that's not technically getting away, but still, it's fucked up shit. Okay, bonus conspiracy time. Okay, this new conspiracy I just heard of today involves the California wildfires, the Camp Fire and the Woodsley Fire. The conspiracy is it was caused by laser beams or direct energy weapons. Laser beams is cooler. And so basically, like, the evidence is, there's some restaurants that were completely wiped out, but right next to them, their structure is still intact. Especially, there's still a lot, like the redwoods and different oaks are still not burned down, but other things are just like completely annihilated. There's cars are annihilated, while things over here are okay. So people are thinking, well, this was like done by the United States government. Who else? And just real quick, it was like the government wouldn't hurt their own people, right? Well, what about 9/11? The only people who don't believe 9/11 was done by the government are the creators of South Park. Now, Bush was a bad dude, but would Trump sign off on something like this? I don't know. Maybe they didn't vote for him. And here's the conspiracy goes a little deeper than revenge. California powers that be have wanted to set up this bullet train in California for some time. A bullet train from South California to North California. And if you look at where the fires are and where the fires hit directly, it's right where the proposed bullet train would be set up. So did they clear the path? Get rid of all of their, people trying to block them like this is my house. You can't put a bullet train through my house. What are you talking about, bro? Or is it just a kooky conspiracy theory? It's hard to say at this point. I've just heard about today, this morning, I'm passing on to you. Please leave in the comment section below, because there's been over 70 people who have lost their lives so far in these California fires, with over 1,000 still missing. So this would be pretty crazy if the government did this, but I mean, 9/11, and look at all the other things, Ruby Ridge. I mean, the government's crazy. They get crazy ideas. And boy, wouldn't a bullet train be kind of cool? I mean, I love going to Southern California, and it's like, I spend my time there. It's like, well, I wish I could have seen Northern California, but it takes too long to get damn up there. So yeah, that would be pretty cool, but using lasers and creating wildfires, I don't know. But please, remember to smash that like button, flip the subscribe, knock on notifications, and hit me in the comment section below. I want to know what your take is on that Brian Varela dude, Alyssa Noceda, and the California wildfires. Comments below. I read every one of my comments, especially the nasty ones. I don't sometimes respond because I don't want to, trigger someone. I'm triggered enough. Orange man bad. Orange man bad. I'm triggered enough. I don't want to trigger someone else. I know the feeling. So yeah, I wouldn't do that to you guys. So hit me up in the comment section. I appreciate your time and your consideration. Bye. Peace, love, and God bless.